Here are my 10 reasons why you should consider the Canon Eos R today. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sai here, and earlier this year I upgraded to the Canon Eos R as my primary all-round camera. Now I've been using Canon cameras since the beginning of time, and I can say I've had some incredible cameras. One of my favorite cameras was the little Canon RP, which I raved on about in my previous videos. And by the way, if you did see that video and gave it a thumbs up or left a comment, thank you, I really appreciate it. Now, I stand by what I said in my previous Canon video. The RP is still the best budget full frame camera for the beginner. Now, one of the big issues that I had with the Canon RP was the 4K was not usable, especially in this scenario. You had no dual pixel autofocus when you jumped into 4K. So most of the time I was using it in 1080p. Now, second was the tiny batteries. In fact, I ended up with 6 batteries at one point. After a little while, I decided to consciously upgrade my camera to the Eos R, which is pretty awesome. So here are my 10 reasons why I believe this is Canon's best camera today. Now, reason number 1 is full frame sensor. This has a very large full frame sensor. I'll just show you guys here. It's very nice. 30 megapixels, which produces a very good image. And this is one of 2 high resolution cameras that Canon have in their mirrorless lineup. The R5 is the other, which has a whopping 45 megapixels. And then it's the Eos R, which is 5 years old, by the way. Remember, this has the same sensor as the 5D Mark IV, which is still used by professionals today. Now, reason number 2 is Canon colors straight out the camera. I know you've heard this before, but it's true. Canon colors are very nice. The skin tones look so natural, and it's just a very nice looking image. You don't really need to mess with them. Dual pixel autofocus is reason number 3, which comes with eye and face tracking, which is all you need for videos like this. The Canon Eos R has dual pixel autofocus in 4K, which is very important if you're filming yourself or tracking a subject. Now, reason number 4 is the ergonomics and the build quality, which is superb, by the way. Although it has a single card slot on the side, I know it's single card slot, it is well thought out, because now you don't have to go through the battery compartment, you can just access it, and it's little things like these that speed up your workflow. Quick access is very important. Also, it has R5 equivalent professional weather sealing, which is great if you're using this camera outdoors in challenging environments. I used the Canon RP in Lake District and it was pouring down, and that survived. So this has better weather sealing than the RP. 5 is the LPE6N batteries. If this focuses, yeah. Then you only need 2 of these and you're good to go all day. Also, it has a dedicated battery grip, which is very nice, especially if you're doing long shoots. And although the Canon RP was a compact camera, it did not have a dedicated battery grip, and it also supported very small batteries. Now, there was a third-party brand with connected via cable, but it did not look good, so I did not invest in it. Let's talk about the big elephant in the room. The 4K has a crop. I know, however, it is usable because it has dual pixel autofocus. And with a speed booster, it's practically uncropped. The 4K is very detailed with good enough dynamic range. It does have a slow motion mode, but it is capped at 720p at 120 frames, which is not great, but it's there if needed. And I know what you're thinking, it's 2023, ain't nobody using 720p. Number 7, it has 10-bit video when using an external monitor. Also, this has a variety of different codecs, so you get IPB, IPB Lite, and an uncompressed all-eye codec up to 400 megabits per second, which is a lot of data. So reason number 8 is the EVF and the LCD panel. I thought I'd put these in together because the EVF is a 3.6 million dot EVF and the LCD panel has 2.1 million dot. And there's an OLED display which is my favorite feature on this camera. You can easily check your settings without using the main menu screen. So if I just switch this on, you can see on top, if I just light it up with this button on the side, and you can see all your settings. Now there are cameras coming out today that lack the quality of this camera when it comes to the EVF and the LCD panel. And this camera is 5 years old. C-Log, for those that are getting into color grading, this will give you better dynamic range than the RP because it comes built in. It's basically a flat profile which helps the sensor retain more information in the scene, so in post you can color grade like a pro. See, the RP did not have an option for C-Log, or even the older 5D Mark IV did not come with C-Log. You had to pay for the upgrade and send it back to Canon, and that only applied to the 5D Mark IV. The RP was left with third-party profiles like Film Kit Flat or CineStyle. Now the big reason why I made this conscious upgrade while you're probably watching this video is the price. It's well under £1,000. You can pick up one for around £800–900 on sites like MPB or eBay, and if you want to check for cameras on MPB, which I sell to and buy from, they're probably one of the best places you can find good deals that won't break a bank. So I left all the links down below. So who is this camera for? This is for someone that is upgrading from the RP and you just want the 4K video and you're happy with the RP, then the eosr is something that you can look at because it's not going to break the bank. Or if you are using a crop sensor like the M50, then the R is still a very good option. But if you're using other cameras like from Sony, or you're using a Panasonic camera and you already invested in the lenses, I would look for cameras in that system. Or if you do want to change sides, the dark side, then the EOS R is still a very good choice. So there you go guys, I love making videos about cameras and camera gear that don't break the bank. And if I can help you keep your hard-earned money in your pockets, then I've done my job. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. If you found value in this video and you would like to check out this brilliant RP video, click the link here, or check out any of the gear that I use to create videos on this channel. Please feel free to see the links below and let me know your comments on the EOS R. Thank you for tuning in and I'll see you again shortly. Peace.